Hi friends, this is the new grading screen. So the list on the left is grading slips that have been entered, they're not completed yet, and they're not linked to an intake voucher yet. Hopefully my hand not shake too much and this little clear. Okay, so to do a new grading slip, hit new, select the farmer, select the vehicle. At this point, we can save our grading slip, and that's it there, background generating, and I showed the grading slip number, the vehicle number. So is should be very simple to pull up when you have the grading information. So to pull it up, you just click on one of the slips like I just did, you hit edit, you put in your grading information as you get it, and you can save at any time again till you get everything. Filter back again, edit, we have the moisture now, so moisture dockage, and at this point we should be able to calculate the grade. Hit calculate, is going to give us sample 2, and this grade is based on our grading configuration. So we can go and change this, the grades, the parameters at any time, the price at any time. Okay, so we have grade sample 2. Okay, so someone was asking me this morning if we can save without some information, if we can save complete with the absence of some information. So let me just take this out and see how this works. So it's going to give you a message, cannot save until all required inputs are provided, and it's going to highlight which one. So we can save in process until we have that field. So okay, so now we have everything. We're gonna try to save complete. At this point, when we have saved complete, you notice that grading slip has changed to green. That means it's complete, and now it will be accessible by the intake screen, which is the next thing I'm doing after this. So I'm just showing you how the grading screen looks like. So if there's something I'm missing, you can give me a feedback. This stuff at the bottom here, this is the deductions for poor quality paddy, and let me try to show you how this works. So let me change the damage here to something really bad. So we have 3 choices of deduction method. This is up to the user to select. So we have none, we have price, and we have weight. So the price is going to lower the price of the paddy, the per ton awarded to him. So let's see. So we hit calculate, and it shows us $40 been deducted because the damage exceeds the limit. And according to our settings here, for every this is immature damage, I think is in the bottom. So we have the damage setting here. So for every fraction over the limit, it's gonna deduct this money. I'm sure there's gonna be questions on this. I'm going to, when you see it in action in front of you, it's gonna be a lot clearer. But basically what I'm doing is that I'm setting a limit on each grading factor, and when the factor of that particular slip goes over those limits, we're gonna start deducting depending on how much it goes over. So, and we have two columns that's gonna be deducted, the dockage, and just like on the document Rajesh gave to me, we have the price and we have the dockage, but you guys are doing it slightly different. You are doing it, you have for every the factor, the exact factor, and you have the amount that you're going to increase on, or add to the dockage, or the reduction in price. But what I'm doing, I am putting a limit on on each factor. So like this, if you decide, if you want to change the limit, you can change it without having to readjust all of those entries from this other configuration here. So if we decide that we're gonna start penalizing damage from say 10 or change chalky to whatever, we just change it here, and we don't have to revise this entire long list of deductions. Okay, so what it's showing you here is that $48 is being deducted from the damage, because of the damage. And if the red was over the limit too, let me put it something high and calculate again, it's gonna show you $88 gonna deduct because of the red. And here it shows you the total price deduction. This is because we're using the pricing method. If we choose weight, it's gonna use the dockage method, and it's gonna show you how much is gonna be deducted off of the weight and put into dockage. So this is a basic run through that I'm doing, so if I'm missing something I can get some feedback.